Good afternoon and happy Wednesday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, today it rained early this morning. Okay guys, I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning because Jack hadn't taken the puppies out to go to the bathroom before they went to bed, and Bravo peed on my floor. So I woke up at 3 o'clock hearing, they were barking for some reason. I don't know why. And then he just got up and he peed. So that was unfortunate. And I had to clean that up at 3. And then at 6:45 or 6:30 or something like that, it was thunderstorming. And so I went to my window to check to see if the rain's coming in, which normally it doesn't, because it normally doesn't blow into my window, based on where I am, because normally the wind blows from more that direction. It'll either blow from that way or else back that way. So rarely do I ever have a problem with rain coming in my window, but since my windows were open, I was like, oh, I should make sure that it's not blowing in. So it wasn't, it was fine. But then again, and it was thunderstorming. The puppies woke me up because they were scared of the thunder. And so they were all freaked out, walking around on my bed and stuff like that. And then again at 7 something, because the thunder was so loud, they were a little freaked out of it too, again, about an hour or so later, and woke me up again. And so then I slept until probably about a little after 9:30. I woke up later today, which honestly guys, I was so beat last night from all that work I did in the garden, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. But since it's been raining out, I don't know how much and where or what work I can really get done. And the other thing is too, because I don't know how fast it's going to blow in. I know originally there was supposed to be a 2-hour break between 1 and 2 or something like that, but I'm going to try and just keep it short today because the Cubs game's actually on in a half an hour. So I'm going to keep it between a half an hour to an hour of work real quick and then come back inside. I do also need to make my freezer dinners for this week, so I'm actually going to do those tonight as well. I already got dinner in the slow cooker, and I'm actually still working on my coffee right now. So it's still 1 o'clock, but I'm still I didn't even realize I haven't even really been drinking my coffee. And I finished my bagel for breakfast this morning, so I'm going to try and get to some of that stuff today. And I already uploaded 6 vlogs, and then most likely while the Cubs game's on, edit. My goal would be at least 2 to 4. Just because I did do 4 yesterday, which is awesome. So yeah, I'll just see what I can get to. And I want to try and do at least a little bit of yard work, if nothing else. But what I was going to do today was, and we might end up doing it later. Now, again, it depends on the rain and the weather and everything like that. If Matthew is going to mow the front lawn, then I might get the leaf blower and try and blow some of the leaves out of the flower bed, because I realized that where we have our hostas, it's too hard for me to try and rake the leaves out right now because they're still growing, and I was ripping some of the leaves off of the hostas, and so I don't want to do that. So the rake wasn't really working, and I don't have a smaller rake to really use. The one we have is kind of big, so I couldn't really figure out how best way to get the leaves out of there, and I was oh, I could use that. But now the only problem is, again, since it did rain, there might wind up being it just soaks into the ground, and it's not going to be that easy to blow them out of there. Whereas if they were nice and dry, it would be. So that's a possibility for later, or else I might get the hedge trimmers and trim the bush. Now again, I don't want to do that right now because I don't know how long it's going to take, and I also don't want to do that in case it does just randomly start raining, and then I've got, the electrical cords and stuff like that outside, and have to haul them back in the garage really quickly by myself. Whereas if Matthew or my dad are there, they can help me get it in faster. Whereas if I'm by myself, it's going to take me a little bit longer to try and bring that stuff in just alone. So yeah, I'm going to see what I can get to for today. I might try and pull some of the weeds out of the flower bed, what I can do. Not the hedge trimmers, but our little snip trimmers, whatever that's called, and get some of the larger branches off of the bush, because we have this really pretty bush, but it's never been trimmed. It's just free to grow however, so it looks like a tree literally, and it's not trimmed and nicely manicured and stuff like that. So I need to take some of the larger branches off before I can use the hedge trimmers and get some of the, kind of shape it and manicure it a little bit better. So we'll see what I get to, but I will show you guys what I got done yesterday in the flower flower bed. I know I don't have a before, but it looks pretty nasty before that. Today it looks a lot better. It looks a little weird though because it rained, and so yeah, anyways, so I'll show you guys. So here we go, guys. Not perfect looking out here, but this was mostly what I did. It looked way worse. There was like little tree stumps and stuff like that all through here, and you guys can see there's like that one that's back there, kind of like all scattered throughout here. I took out about maybe like 6 or so of those yesterday. So yeah, we gotta get these hostas more transplanted into this area because of this bush, and then also too of the trees that were growing in here. There wasn't enough sunlight for them to get sunlight down here, so they kind of all died away. But if you guys can see, there's one like there, there's another one, actually I don't know if that's a hosta but something, and then there's like another one under there, but these should transplant pretty well. Or if not, we've got tons in our driveway over there that we can always move those over and transplant those too. It's just about 2:30 and I did get some stuff done, guys. It was actually when I went out to the garage, it was raining, and I was like, oh my gosh. I went to go get the step ladder, and I went to go get the hedge trimmers, or like the little snippy trimmer, whatever they're called. They're not like the mechanical hedge trimmers, but just the little snip thingies. And oh my gosh, the Cubs lead 9-0 in the third already. Holy cow, I missed a lot. Just like literally an hour's worth of the game. Anyways though, it was raining and I was like, great, I'm not gonna be able to get anything done. And then it let up, and I'll show you guys real quick what I was able to get done. I took care of the front bush, and I also took care of the front our little flower box out in the front too. I pulled all the old dead stuff out and just like dug up the dirt kind of and loosened up the dirt in there. So hopefully soon, within the next week, 2 weeks maybe, we can get some flowers for in that flower bed. So I'll show you guys that real quick. Then I'm going to come in here, watch the Cubs game, and probably edit. Once again, guys, I don't have a before, but here's the after. This bush is looking a lot better than it did earlier. We had literally the branches went all the way up into the gutter. So now it's a little bit more manicured. Like I said, I'll probably have to go over it with the hedge trimmers and just kind of trim it down just a little bit. But also over here, I pulled out all of the like I said, the old flowers that were in here and dug up the dirt, loosened up the dirt a little bit, and that's all ready to go for flowers now. So a little light gardening today, but as you guys can kind of tell, it is gonna rain again. So that is why I couldn't really do anything too hardcore, because of the rain. Looks like it's coming. So now that this is done, I'm gonna go get to what I need to inside. I am beat for today. After all of that today, I got 2 vlogs edited, not necessarily during the Cubs game. I got one like edited during the Cubs game, and then a second one I got done just now, right before I was ready to go to bed. We ended up watching the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And guys, we also ended up after the Cubs game, it didn't rain the rest of the day today, which was really nice. Like it kind of drizzled a little bit, but it wasn't like anything too bad. It did, I guess it did rain like between then and like, but once my dad got home, it hadn't rained again, and I was like, oh well, like could we do some more work in the backyard too? Because today I kind of honestly didn't really hardly do that much. Just trim the tree and pulled out, you know, some of the dead plants from the window box. But other than that, like I didn't really do anything. I was like, we could go in the backyard and like go dig some more stuff up. So my dad actually mowed the lawn in the front yard, and I did a little bit more like weeding in the back out behind the garage. So I got more of that done. We actually used to have bricks back there for like pavers, and it was so not overgrown, but just like dirt had covered them up that I didn't know. I was digging back there, I was like, what are these? And then finally I realized, I was like, oh, these are the old bricks that we used to have back there from the walkway. Like, so I dug those up, which wasn't that difficult, but it had been like years since I'd even seen them back there, because once the tree, like our tree in our backyard, had fallen on our garage roof, one, I think it was honestly like in November or something like that. It wasn't like in the summer when you like, normally it's like, you know, tornado like winds and stuff like that. It was just like random, like a light little storm had knocked over a tree in the backyard, and I think that it unearthed a lot of this stuff back there. So that was, I think, it like covered over some of the like bricks and there was like rocks and stuff like that we had around like one of the flower beds. So it was like a weird little like excavation site back there today, and I was finding all this stuff. But I did get some more stuff taken care of in the back there, which was nice. And yeah, guys, I was like pretty happy today with what I was able to get done. I did a load or 2 loads of laundry. I can't remember. I did dishes. I did 2 vlogs. I got 6 uploaded today. Edited 2. So yeah, guys. But I am tuckered out and I am ready for bed. So I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe. And I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.